What's going on, everyone? This is Luke Miller with My Simple Land, coming to you from West Virginia, beautiful West Virginia, Hardy County, West Virginia. Talking about a little over 21 acres today, in a nice, beautiful subdivision here. This is definitely a higher end mountain subdivision. I'm going to walk you around the property a little bit, but just to give you a little bit of a heads up. As you can see, this is beautiful, well-maintained roads getting to this property. I had no problem getting up here in my truck, of course, but certainly a two-wheel drive vehicle could do this in the summertime. So like I said, this is a little over 21 acres. Got the sign right there just so you can see there as a point of reference. But as we walk into the property, you can tell that this is definitely a mountainous terrain, rocky. I actually spooked some deer as I was coming up in here, so great hunting. This HOA does allow hunting, I believe. I will make sure to note that if it does not. But yeah, lots of pine in this area. Of course, we're at a higher elevation. I believe we're around 1,400 feet. So you're definitely talking wild animals. I saw a wild turkey on the way up too. This property doesn't have significant views, but it does have a ton of acreage to work with. I believe the further you go back, if there is some clearing back there, you'll have a spectacular view of the valley. So it just needs a little bit of love to develop it into the property that I know that it could be. Price on this one is listed. Unfortunately, we can't do financing on this one. It's just not an option. However, this is a perfect candidate for a build and finance. So purchasing the land, financing it with traditional bank financing, and then building right away. Lots of cabins in this area. This is the spot where I kind of determined would be the best home site. Of course, it's got a little bit of a clearing right there already, but it's also just flat and just a beautiful spot. So there's lots of other folks in this neighborhood, this spot where folks have built, but it's not so crowded that you wouldn't have some peace and quiet. I think this is mostly suited to folks that want a mountain cabin within a couple hours of DC. And for that, this is perfect for it. So as you'll see, got a lot of down trees in here, so it does need quite a bit of work to clear some of this out. But a day or two with a specialized land clearing company would have this cleaned up in no time. But yes, so 21 acres, and as you can see, you do have a lot of planted pine, but also just a ton of privacy. So, I mean, not only is it quiet up here anyway, because it's the mountains, but having that gated subdivision really makes you feel secure. Of course, you would have access to that 24/7, but you know, certainly not giving out the code to folks. So definitely check this video out, or this property out, if you're interested in a higher end lot to build a cabin. This is definitely the one for you, just over the Virginia border in West Virginia, Hardy County. All right, so now back at the computer, we're going to look at the GIS mapping, or geospatial maps of the property. So you can kind of see the shape of it a little bit better. It's a unique shape, but you'll see from the footage going into the property, this is where you turn, and it's got a pretty steep grade right here, and then it kind of levels out right around here. So where I was talking was right around here, and I think that's a really good spot to have. You can see the sign is right here. I think this is a really good spot to have a house, but let's go ahead and turn on the contour line so you can kind of see the grade. Now, like I said, the sign is right here. There's a little bit of a draw right here. And I think a house right around in here, or up in here maybe, or right here would be ideal. Obviously, you don't want to put a house down here. You know, there's not much space anywhere, but I think right around here would be great. If you did some clearing, you'd have great views. You can kind of see as we switch to a different map, turn these off. We can switch to 3D view, so you can, all this does is show the topographical map in 3D. But you can kind of see that there's this little flat spot right here. That would be really good. And if you did some clearing, you'd have some pretty awesome views. So it's definitely something to consider here. Of course, that you know, you have options here. I see two really good house sites on this, and so of course you have lots of road frontage here to kind of pick and choose what you decide. But maybe down here wouldn't be a bad choice either. So. You know, as we go through the different maps, you'll see it's mostly just timber. And of course, this is planted pine over here that kind of spills over into your property. But all of this is old growth. And so you have lots of different options of what to choose. So this is a really nice property, and you'll see I also have floodplain and wetlands and everything turned on. So there is no water or floodplain worry on this road. It's just simple views and timber on this one. So if you have interest in this at all, definitely reach out. Otherwise, we'll go back to being on the property. I think this is a great location for anyone wanting a little more privacy, but also just for an investment purpose too. Buy the land, come do some hunting on it, and when you're ready to build, definitely would have no problem getting folks to come up here and work on stuff. This is a higher end space, so there's lots of folks that are willing to come service this. One thing I will note is it is beautiful. So it's July 30th, I believe. Hot down in the valley. Probably at least 90 today, but up here it's right around 80 degrees. So you're looking at 10, maybe a little more than 10 degrees cooler than down in the valley. So great spot to hide away and enjoy the summers at. So if you have any interest, visit mysimpleland.com, or you can send me a text message, email. All that's obviously listed, and yeah, make this mountain property yours. Thanks everyone.